was about 4 or 5 and 6 and learning how to read. It was a long, drawn-out process for me, just because there were so many different rules, and I had a hard time just remembering certain words that you couldn't really sound out. And I don't remember it happening, but my mom tells me this story a lot. She tells me that I came home from school one day in kindergarten and I was furious, just really mad, and I took my backpack, I slammed it on the ground in the kitchen. I said, "Reading stupid, I'm just not gonna do it." And that was it. I made up my mind, I'm not gonna read. But what really changed my mind is I needed that motivation to learn how to read, and the thing that I do remember motivating me to read was Super Nintendo. I played a Super Nintendo a lot when I was a kid, and my favorite game, still my favorite game to this day, is The Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past on Super Nintendo. One thing about that game that was interesting is if you're going to advance in the game, you're traveling around as the main character, Link, and you go into these towns or into caves and you're talking to townspeople or fairies inside of the cave. But to understand what's going on, there's a text box there and you have to read what's going on. And I couldn't read the box, so I had no idea what to do. And at that point, you're just kind of traveling around in circles, going from town to town. I have no idea what's happening in this game. So I'd always call my mom, and I'd ask her to come into the living room, and then she'd read it to me, but then she'd also work through the text box with me too, using those skills that she'd been teaching me and what I'd been learning in school, and that was where I really wanted to pay attention. Like, I've got to know what this townsman is saying to me, otherwise I won't know where the next dungeon is going to be at. I need to find this. So I'd keep reading the same text boxes over and over again, and that's actually, I think, how I became more fluent in reading. But since then, I've really loved reading. So I can thank Legend of Zelda for that and Super Nintendo.